And so I wanted to share with you one thing that I believe most successful people have in common. And today our subject is going to be more about effective people have this secret. Effective people, people that you admire and see or want to, do some of the things that they do, they have certain things, right, in common. And so I don't know what books you read. I don't know who you follow, but you definitely better be following somebody that inspire you. And so I help people build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. Now at this stage, triple threats, right? And then of course, I teach you how to really leverage and monetize social media. Because I don't want this tool to use you. I want you to use the tool. And if so many people are allowing the tool to use them, use the tool. Don't be a fool. Okay, so I just learned to really understand how I can better use this tool to actually build my own brand, to build my own business, and help more people build their businesses. So I have intentions, right? Everything's on purpose. And so here's the secret that I believe effective people have this secret. Write this down. SID. Write that down. S period I period D. Okay. They have systems, they are intentional, intentions, and duplication. Write that down. This is what they have. It's the secret that people obviously are not paying attention to. You got to have a system to success. Okay. Systems work. You've got to have that system, that process that you do all the time. Then you have to be intentional. My actions are always intentional. My posts, my stories, it's intentional, right? I'm using this tool. And then you want to duplicate. Obviously, duplication makes more money. And so you do want to duplicate what you're doing, whether you're selling a program, a course, building a business, selling your product. You want to duplicate that thing, right? And so write that down. People say, and this is my biggest pet peeve when I am developing 100 new entrepreneurs. And so right now I'm looking at the 100 families, helping 100 people earn $100,000 doing what I do. The first thing I do is educate them on what that looks like. So if you want to get educated, put 100 in the chat or go to the link in the bio, put 100 in the chat or go to the link in the bio. And so we can get you some information. The first thing I do is educate people. The reason why people say no, because they don't even know what they're saying no to. And so people they don't understand the reason you are where you are based on the information you have. That's a fact. The more you know, the better decisions you can make. And so this is what I found in training over 18 years, developing 6 leaders, doing all the things. This is what I find with most people. Most people say they want a financially successful life, but what they really mean is they want the pleasure and the ease of having it without the pain of creating it. Jerusha, it's the most common goal ever. I want that financially successful life, but I don't want to really commit to the things I need to do to get that type of life. And so people come, right, to looking at opportunities, and then they see how much work it is and go, ooh, I don't know. But you'll work for somebody else for the rest of your life, 40 years, whatever it takes, right? Instead of using that energy and that time to work for yourself. People want the outcome of financial success without the process. You want the yacht, girl, yes. You want the Ferrari, the fabulous Instagram life, right? But no thank you to the work and the boring minute to minute stuff, like going live, like creating TikToks, like learning Reels, like learning Chat GPT, like learning Jasper, like all of these things, right? These little things that you could be learning, because knowledge is the new what? Rich. You've got a poor person's mentality or mindset if you think the level of knowledge that you have right now is going to be able to sustain what you say you want long term. There's no way, because technology is always changing. Things are always changing. You've got to change with the seasons of life. Yes, yes. And so our current results don't reflect who we are. They reflect who we were. Right now, if you look at your situation, whoever you was, whatever you were doing, this is what you have. That means you got to broaden your knowledge. You got to go seek, and you shall what? Find. You got to go seek it. No one's just going to bring it to you. And so if you're willing to withstand failure and humiliation over and over again while trying to create a product or a service, you'll become a successful entrepreneur. See, Noah looked like an idiot until it started raining, right? So everybody thought Noah was crazy. Why are you building this ark? Why are you doing this? And Noah's like, I know what I know. That's how Noah believed it. Well, God told me to build this ark. It must be gonna rain. They had never seen rain. It's not gonna rain. Laughing at him. That's what people are gonna do when you're building a business. When you go live, somebody's gonna laugh. When you do a TikTok, somebody's gonna laugh and talk about it, right? But like I said, Noah looked like an idiot until it started raining, baby. And so you can't ask for God to rain down on you and expect everything, right? To be roses and candy in the store. No. If you ask for rain, you got to deal with the mud too. There's a lot that goes with that success, okay? So what I want to tell you is keep building. So here's what I've learned. Highly effective people also, this is my number one thing that I know for sure. Embrace continuous learning. You better write that down. The most successful people never stop learning. They constantly seek new knowledge, new skill set, insights to stay ahead of the curve. When I was in a previous company, they weren't online. They weren't crushing it online. Nobody was big influencers online. And I saw, it's people over here that are crushing this online space. What do I need to do? I need to be with, partner with people that are actually doing it. Times are changing. Not that that doesn't work being offline, but you want to be doing both. Okay. Whether through books and courses, I am a visual and auditory learner, so I listen better. I'm listening to a podcast. I'm listening to YouTube. Whether you're networking at an event, they invest in self-improvement. I'm always looking to better myself, adapting to changing circumstances and fostering innovation. I'm always like, what relationship do I need to foster? That's what the pretty people are. We celebrate, collaborate, and create. That's what we do as being pretty. So I'm always looking like, who do I need to connect myself to so that I learn? Remember, it's the small habits and consistent practices that set highly effective people apart from the rest. So you want to know how some people are super successful and other people seem like they working on it, right? You just want to know what's the difference. That's the difference. They're always learning and they're implementing what they've learned. They're taking that leap of faith. They're going to look like Noah for a long time. Okay. Are you willing to do that? Yes or yes? If you're willing to do that, say, yes, Tarusha, I'm willing to look like Noah. Put Noah in the chat. Say, yes, I'm willing to look like an idiot over and over and over. I'm willing to fall and get back up and fall and get back up. You would not tell a toddler that's trying to walk, he fell down and you're like, you know what? You've already tried to walk and you keep falling down. That's not your thing. That's not for you. That walking is just not for you. You just need to stop because you've fallen like 4 or 5 times with this walking. You don't do that to a toddler. I didn't do that to my boys. I'm like, get back up. You can do it. Get back up. And they fall down again. I'm like, oh, get back up. You can do it. Right? But when it comes to your business and your life, you try one time. It's not for me. You try 2 times. Oh no, God might be telling me something. He is, but you're not listening. He is telling you something, right? And so he wouldn't bring you this far to leave you. He wouldn't put circumstances in front of you, life experiences, people, coaches in front of you, not for you not to learn. I just don't believe that. And so here's an easy way for you to really, if you are offline, because I know what that's like, you got a business offline, you really want to get online. That was me. I'm talking to me and my experience, and you're like nervous about it. One of the things that I did, here's a little hack for you. It's not really a hack, but it's a good little tip. One thing that you can do, how many of you are already doing videos, right? We know video is the fastest way to get in front of more people. That's a fact. Right now, video is the fastest way to get in front of more people. Doesn't mean it's the only way. I don't want you to feel like, well, I can't. It doesn't mean it's the only way. I said the fastest way, right? Now, here's what you can do. If you're creating videos in TikTok or Reels or YouTube Shorts, wherever on your phone, and you want to make sure that you're obviously posting it everywhere, right? Everywhere that you are on social media. Now, one of the things to create a bigger Facebook account or Instagram account or TikTok account, whatever, is when you do the video, you want to put the video in your stories, right? So you want to put the videos in your stories. If you're on my Facebook, I can show you this. If you're on my Facebook page, hi, gorgeous. Thank you so much. I'm just going to show you this little thing right here. It's not that, it helped me get people on my main page. And so I'm just going to take you on a little field trip so you can see it. Because I'm a visual learner, I like to show people stuff, right? So if you're that person, you might want to head over to Facebook. So now you can see my page. Yes. And so if you go to Facebook and so you go to your stories, so you see my stories. What am I telling you? I'm going to stop this right here. What am I telling you in the stories right here? Watching this entirety on my Facebook page. And I'm pointing to my face so you can go watch the video on my main profile page, which means you're coming from the stories, going to my page. It's boosting the algorithm because you're continuously following that person, right? Which helps your account grow because I took you and right? Same thing. If I want to grow Instagram, what I do is I put at the top, if you want to watch in this entirety, go to my Instagram. And then I have them directed to my Instagram. So I'm moving them from Facebook to the Instagram because the video is so good, it cuts off in 26 seconds. I know it cuts off in 26 seconds because I made a minute video. So I made the minute video on purpose. So I know when it cuts off here, it's so good. You want to like, well, what else did she say? And I say, to watch in this entirety, go to my Instagram page. To watch in this entirety, go to my TikTok. And so I direct them where I want them to go to keep growing all of the platforms that I'm on. That's a simple thing that you can do. That doesn't take any time. You was already posting anyway. You might as well direct people. You have to have a call to action. You think people know what to do? They don't. They like see it, but once you direct them, do a call to action, tell them what to do, then you'll start to see, oh, okay, this is growing. Now, this is over time, and obviously your content has to be good. Obviously, it has to be valuable. Those things are basic. You already know that, right? And so on top of that, still direct the peoples. It's okay to tell them what you want. And so this way they'll go find me on my Instagram page. I'm like, hello, okay, or find me on TikTok or wherever. So that's a basic tip for you right now. Write it down. Number one, start doing videos. Number two, post your videos everywhere. Number three, when you post, your video in your stories on Facebook, is 26 seconds. Therefore, it's not the whole video. All you have to do is tell your audience where to go to see the full video. That is going to help grow your other accounts. Was that helpful or was that helpful? Now, let me tell you, meet new people. You've got to meet new people because the people who see your stories are already your friend or followers on Facebook, right? And so you want to meet new people all the time. I'm always meeting new people. I'm about to meet all of you. I'm telling you, I want to meet you. Tell me what you're doing. Okay, let's do something together. Let me celebrate you. However I need to do it, I want to meet you because what I have is great. And I'm sure what you have is great too. I need to know about it. So forget about those so-called friends. You think you're on social media just to keep the same friends? I'm actually not on here to keep the same friends over that's not supporting me, right? You're on here to build relationships, to be social. So forget about those so-called friends that never like your stuff anyway, and then you feel like it doesn't work based on that small group of people when there's 4.8 billion people that are actually users of social media. The problem isn't your friends not showing up for you. The real issue is you keep calling them your friend.